If we don't, we'll be here.
The angle of release is when you have your posterior mediastinum.
Just like that.
Just like that.
My two lungs, right and left. Sorry, left and left. Left and
Right.
This is right, this is my left. Okay, thank you. Gentlemen and ladies, welcome to another episode, the very first episode of What Are Your Thoughts, brought to you by the Directorate of Academics, UURRASSA. Now today, on the very news, it says, this is a very pressing topic that has sparked some kind of controversy online. Local man expresses his disappointment in the trachea for not being a member of the posterior mediastinum. Here's what he has to say. One can almost be deceived to assume the trachea is a member of the posterior mediastinum because of its apparent initial cause to the esophagus. To begin with, let us start. Is the trachea part or not part of the posterior mediastinum?
The trachea is not part of the posterior mediastinum.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Why you say it's not part of the posterior mediastinum?
Okay, because the posterior mediastinum, as we all know, or as I want to suppose that we all know, is a part behind the heart. That is the posterior mediastinum, and the trachea, as we all know, does not go behind the heart.
We all know. Do we? Okay, let's see.
I'm supposing that
people.
So
If we don't be here, give us a little understanding on what the mediastinum is.
Okay, so the mediastinum is a space between the two lungs. Like, you have the right and the left lungs, and then you have the heart in the middle, heart and the brain vessel. So that part that is between the two lungs, that cavity is called the mediastinum. Yes.
So you're trying to tell me that my two lungs, right and left, sorry, left and left, left and
right.
This is right, this is my left, and in between I have my.
There is a cavity, and that cavity is called the mediastinum.
Cavity? You call it a cavity? Well, let's call it a space for now. So a space, and then we have the heart there.
In the mediastinum.
Only the heart?
The heart and some other structures.
Can you now give us some things that are actually members of this posterior mediastinum?
Okay, the posterior mediastinum, as I said earlier, is the part behind the heart, but it is still part of the mediastinum. Now, for contents of the posterior mediastinum, we have the thoracic aorta, the thoracic duct, the lymphatic trunk, posterior mediastinal lymph nodes, azygos and hemiazygos veins, the esophagus and esophageal nerve plexus.
Why is the esophagus part of that posterior mediastinum and its friend is not? Its friend, the trachea, is not part of it. So please tell us something regarding that.
Okay, so fine, the esophagus and the trachea descends from the neck, and then into the chest. Okay, so now we have the esophagus going posteriorly as it transits into the stomach. Then the trachea actually divides to form the bronchioles that go into the two lungs, and the trachea divides at the level of where we have the angle of Lewis, right? And that is below the angle of Lewis is where we have your posterior mediastinum. So it actually divides before your posterior mediastinum, and therefore it is not a part of the posterior mediastinum.
Okay. I saw something. There's an image that I've come across, and I saw the trachea, at that level of bifurcation you just mentioned. I think I heard between the T4 and T5, also known as external angle of Lewis. It not only bifurcates, but it goes left and right. To understand that the lungs are not part of the mediastinum at all. So, are we saying that left and right transition, or moving to left and right, is the reason that it's not part of the posterior mediastinum?
Yes, actually. Because when it divides before it enters the posterior mediastinum. It is only part of the superior mediastinum. It does not enter the posterior mediastinum. So it is not part, because it divides. That is why it's not part of the posterior mediastinum. Then it moves, divides and moves into the lungs. So it's not part of the posterior mediastinum.
So that's much wisdom that we've been able to collect today from our senior colleague, Comrade Fatima Okon. So I hope we've been able to gain something good today and become better enlightened on your mediastinum, on your get more, on your everything gross anatomy. So see you next time, next Sunday, same time, same place, on this show, What Are Your Thoughts? Brought to you by the Directorate of Academics, UURRASSA. Remain ever exposed.